Buddy, this is day 1297, and well, really, it's 1298. We're burning the midnight oil, but that's okay. Um, the days aren't totally right because Richard's case has been so tampered with, and the investigators are so dirty. We have dirty investigators that have been tampering with Richard's case. And when I tell that to people, CID is so dirty. CID, yeah, they're just the worst. CID is the worst. No one ever, like, what? No way, that can't happen. Oh no, they've weaponized now even our military criminal investigative division. And of course, we have all kinds of breaking news. I was gonna write this stuff down, but I haven't had a chance because it is we're burning the midnight oil. It's moving so fast, and I'm so glad it's all in God's timing because it's moving so fast that it could make you, anxious if you didn't realize that God is in control of all of this, because it's just the information coming out. And thank you so much, Team Find Richard Halliday. So let me make sure that I'm on. And I wanted to tell you the breaking news. Of course, today we were making some memes and we put some memes up there about Yvonne Rosales. Let's address that real quick. That's not the breaking news, but let's address it. Let's see if I can see. Um, if I can go to find Richard Halliday, I can see the different information. So, this is a big deal because Yvonne Rosales was the district attorney that was moving Richard's case forward. And Richard's case, of course, was before the Walmart mass shooting that happened on August 3rd, 2019. And she was bringing that forward. So the two cases that were really upsetting uh, um, the the attorney, the law saboteurs, I like to call them, really upsetting them was Richard's case and the Walmart mass shooting. So the same people are in them, the same people that are in positions of no good, doing no good, because they're law saboteurs and others, um, in both cases that should be implicated. It all should break. It needs to be exposed. And so here we are trying to tell you that Rosa Maria Valdez Garcia is not alone in targeting find Richard Halliday. And why? Why? She's supposed to be part of the Walmart case, not Richard's case. But guess what? She is. She's part of Richard's case. And so is Leilani Hart. And Leilani Hart was in communication with Rosa Maria Valdez Garcia. Why? Because she's part of Richard's case and she's part of the Walmart case. The Walmart case and Richard's case are the same case, just about. I mean, they're Siamese twins, right? They're connected, and they're so connected that when one um, gets exposed, the other one will be exposed also, and that's why they had to um, make an example out of Richard and do the most horrible thing to him. But it was not something new. They are doing these horrible things to other people. And they have been doing this for a while. And that's why they have somebody like Jesus Eddie Nieto. And I have to say their names because people wouldn't believe it. They wouldn't believe that the supervisory FBI agent in El Paso is compromised. They wouldn't believe that dirty agent Marlon Soto is compromised. And Tavita Nusa, who we have now confirmed in an audio, that he lost his badge. We knew he lost his badge. People wouldn't believe it that in the Army, um, that we would have such a dirty CID. And what that does is endanger every one of our service members because criminality goes rampant, um, is allowed to go rampant in the military, and that's a terrible thing. One breaking news that I have to tell you that came up is just very new, and I didn't mean to tell you today, but I will because we're talking about Tavita Nusa, is that his family was at the time of all of this was being investigated for immigration fraud. So there's something going on with his family with immigration, just like with Lilani Hart. And we don't even know if Tavita Nusa is a confirmed American citizen. And yet he was serving in the military and he was CID and he was there in El Paso in a very particular position with Marlon Soto, with, working alongside the FBI. And the FBI is someone that, why is he there? Why is Nieto there when he has this long history of growing up there and, his family being in law enforcement and him being connected with the El Paso Police Department and, and his wife being connected to Bradford Bugado and Nadal Baim. I mean, they're all connected. And this is this family connection. Why is he allowed to be there for the supervisory agent for the FBI? The conflicts of interest are absolutely obvious, right? He just cannot serve there. He has to go and serve somewhere else. And this is the big revelation in all of this is who is commanding, who goes where, who is assigned where, right? Because that's this the real control power, right? The person that sets all this up, the chess master that's setting up the pieces in the FBI and Donna Sifford in the Customs and Border Protectors, and you've got James Hart in the VA, and you've got Ann Ogle at the CYS, and you've got Thomas Kane in the DES, and you've got Angela Kachurga with Bob Moore at El Paso Matters and in KTEP, which is connected to UTEP, and you have Bob Moore's wife working for UTEP for Borderzine, right? For Borderzine publication. Um, so you have these certain people in these very important positions. And of course, you have Jaime Esparza being the DA and then going into retirement, but then getting called out of retirement to become the Attorney General for the Western District of Texas. Why? Why? And who is he connected to? Um, we know his sister was absolutely connected to the Walmart case, and he went there and walked in the crime scene, which got him removed from the case. Okay, it got him removed from the case. So, which is amazing, right? That he didn't recuse himself. He had to be made to um, not be able to even uh, prosecute that case. So that's so much information there, I know. But the point of it is that this was a cover up. This was a cover up, and the El Paso people have been suffering under this chessboard of no gooders, right? This chessboard of the criminal syndicate uh, having a grip on El Paso. Maybe, maybe we should make a meme with that, this chessboard gripping El Paso, because these people, in the CPS and at Park University, they're in the command of Fort Bliss too. And I haven't focused enough on the military structures, uh, so I really need to get that out there, because we have breaking news. We know that Leilani Hart, in her notarized criminal complaint affidavit that was accepted by the CID and the FBI, that it has an FBI number, because Tavita Nusa was coaching her how to do it, and she did it. She did it. And she complained in there that her family was incestual. Um, they were sexually assaulting a 7-year-old in her master bedroom. We know that there's a real problem with drugs and pornography, child pornography, all of that. And so this news, this breaking news that's coming out, we have it on audio now, breaking news on audio, a witness saying that Dallas Hart uh, absolutely was engaged in um, activities that are improper for the military, engaged in sexual activities that are absolutely improper for the military, that could get them thrown out. And so that corroborates Leilani Hart saying that he's incestual, and a 7-year-old was sexually assaulted in her master bedroom. So this audio uh, witnesses that Dallas Hart was the platoon leader for Delta Battery 143, that he was sexually compromised, and that he um, was the platoon leader in Delta Battery 143. So this is huge. This is in audio. And so that will be, uh, you know, move forward. We're going to move that forward. Absolutely. Hello, hello, thank you. Hello tonight, Mama Halliday. Thank you so much for coming on. And I know it's so late, burning the midnight oil, but I have to come on every day for the safety of our family. It's so important to make sure that everybody listens to the new information coming out, the breaking news coming out with, Tavita Nusa having problems, his family having problems with immigration fraud, and also that we have audio now, not only of Tavita Nusa, because we do, that he lost his badge, but we also have that Dallas Hart is, uh, involved in sexual activity that's not allowed, and um, that he is Richard's platoon leader. And so, and of course he is. We know he is because uh, we've been told by others. Okay, we've been told by others. And the one position where they haven't named who the platoon leader is a platoon leader. I mean, named who the leader is. We know who the captains are. We know who the first sergeants are. We know who the soldiers are. We know who the chain of command is. But where's the platoon leader, right? Where's the platoon leader? That was Dallas Hart. Okay. So another bit of breaking news too. This is you can take it for what it's worth. For me, it's breaking news, because I absolutely knew that this was the case, but I could never prove it. But now we're getting proof for it, and that is that Richard and Dallas Hart were, this is intelligence coming to us that they were had an incident. They had a violent incident, and so Captain Park would absolutely know about that. First Sergeant Jay Paulin would know about that. They had a physical alteration, um, and so that is very, very important information that's coming into us. So, with that, it's been you, ma'am, understandable. I tried to make it. I'm on the East Coast, and I tried to get as much as possible stored in my head for you. Thank you. Been turning in for 2 years now. Thank you so much for that. And the memes that we're putting together, I think, will help everyone because this does have, maybe I need to make a diamond with multiple facets on it because there's so many players in this. Because it does involve the Walmart August 3rd, 2019 mass shooting, and it involves the shenanigans going on in the DA's office in El Paso. And those shenanigans are caused by the want of protecting the criminal enterprise that caused the Walmart mass shooting and that murdered Richard. And so that's why they have to leave these cases in pieces. They have to leave these cases in pieces and drag them on at the same time, extort the taxpayers millions and millions of dollars for these cases. The Walmart case should be a very easy case to try. But, you know, when you look at it, you know that they're lying to you. And so they don't want to put it in the court with the witnesses and everything because you would absolutely know that it was a lie. So they're just dragging this on so more and more people will forget, and they will forget the details, and they can hear this trial and not ask so many questions, right? But my question is for Chris Grant because he is a total perpetual criminal. He is just so no good, y'all. He's so no good and so connected. So connected, and just up to no good. And so he was the media darling. And this, I should make this very clear about Yvonne Rosales and about Chris Grant. These are not my words. Okay? Yvonne Rosales was reporting on the collusion, on the collaboration, on the concerted effort to unseat her. She put that in writing. It is public record, and public record proves um, the one we got too corroborates with Yvonne Rosales' report that they were working against her to unseat her. And the reason for that is because of Richard's case and the Walmart mass shooting. They did not want that to go forward because they were protecting the criminals that did that. And that criminal was not Patrick Crucius. He's a criminal, but they were protecting somebody else, some other people. And, those people are connected with the murder of our son, Richard Halliday. So it is Reyes Mata. It is another, oh, what is his name? And then also it's Yvonne Rosales herself in available, I think it was El Paso Times. I think it's El Paso Times where she talks about this. So it's absolutely, uh, out there. It's just that I'm putting it all together for everyone so that they understand what happened. That there is accusations of spying on her and her office to unseat her. This is election interference, okay? You might hear a lot about election interference right now in all kinds of terms. In this case, in the Walmart case, absolutely election interference with Yovan Rosales to unseat her. It actually happened in this case, and we have the proof. And they were even going on social media discussing it. Justin Underwood with Bob Moore on social media discussing it. And so we have that information. And I think that is very damning because it just shows that they were actively engaged in unlawful activities of trying to unseat a duly elected district attorney. Okay, the first Hispanic district attorney, the first Hispanic female district attorney. And they were doing everything they could to unseat her, not because of who she is, not because she's a female, not because she's Hispanic, but because she was righteous, because she was bringing forth, and I know, yeah, I know she's not perfect, but she was working for justice sake. She was working, and I know people have smeared her, and some of the accusations, I don't have any answer against, but I know this much. She was bringing forth the two cases, she was moving them forward, and she wanted to prosecute them, and they had to stop that, right? And who are they? Bob Moore, Bill Hicks, Justin Underwood, Omar Corona, right? I hope I said his name right. Um, yeah, I have to learn all these names through this investigation. And the more I do the live streams on certain topics, the more that I learn them and how they have um, intertwined with Richard's case or even suspects in Richard's case because it's just that big. It's just that big. So that is, so we have that news. Um, we have the news of Nadal Baim and his family having the questionable ties. We have the reports of uh, Dallas Hart being the platoon leader, and yes, absolutely on that one. And yeah, so the breaking news is coming out. I know there's one more that I haven't told you yet. One more. Um, so when I remember, it's late. It's almost 1 o'clock. So, and it's been going so strong. Please share. This is so important to share because the DA, Bill Hicks, is up to no good, tampering with timestamps, um, also spying, plotting to unseat a duly elected district attorney. And at the same time, you have major crimes going on all around him, and he's supposed to identify the crimes and prosecute the crimes, right? So there's a concerted effort not to prosecute crime, and that hurts so many people, right? That is just a death sentence. So thank you, everyone. God bless you, and I will be back tomorrow, God willing. Okay. Thank you for coming on. Bye bye.